Welcome back to Football Insights, where we talk about football related issues concerning transfers, player profile, and other football matters. So make sure you follow us on IG, football_insights. On TikTok, it is football_insights or footy insights 1 on TikTok. And then on Twitter, it is footy insights. On threads, the same as football_insights. So this is your transfer video because of course I have been, so to speak, lazy lately. I have not been uploading lately, but I have been very busy. That is why I have not been uploading. But I'm done. So we will quick start with what has happened. Tons has happened. Tons of news. We have tons of news to cover today. But before we will start, this is an award I won last night. That was on Saturday night as best sports personality of the year. So shout out to Skag. Skag awarded me as the best sports personality of the year on campus. So this is the award. This is for you, each and every person who has been supporting me on this channel. This is for you. This is a great thing, and then we are starting it with a great award. This is also the citation, as you can see here, and then it is written on it, citation to Ebenezer Mensah. This citation is to present to you for winning a sports personality of the year category of the SCAG Awards 2023 edition. Congratulations. Of course, there are a lot of words here I cannot, because Charlie, our time is not on our side. So we have tons of things to cover. So quickly, let's move straight into the video. So quickly, let's move to AC Milan. AC Milan are doing something, and I think AC Milan will be deadly next season, because let me mention some of the players they have. Currently, they have sold, or currently Tonelli is not an AC Milan player right now. He is at Newcastle, 70 million euros player for Newcastle. Don't get me wrong, great deal for Newcastle. But in a quest, or that 70 million, AC Milan has been able to use that 70 million to their advantage, because in this 70 million, they have gotten Tonelli's replacement, and that is Ruby Loftus-Cheek from Chelsea, in and around 20 million euros, plus add-ons and then a sell-on clause. And then Christian Pulisic, a new winger, 20-something million euros, and from Chelsea, and also a sell-on clause. And then also they have gotten themselves Noah Okafor. Noah Okafor. And then this is let's break down the Noah Okafor deal. This is from Fabrizio Romano. Noah Okafor, AC Milan, fee around 13 to 14 million to RB Salzburg. Long-term contract or long-term deal agreed with the player. Pioli asked for him already in 2022, so it means that Pioli asked for him in 2022. Excellent feeling after Milan Salzburg game in the Champions League. Medical test booked on Saturday as Okafor travel is scheduled. And then Okafor, this is a picture of Okafor, a very great player, 17 shirts. So AC Milan are doing blockbuster deals, and then they are also chasing Samuel Chukwueze. Don't forget. So let's say, for example, Samuel Chukwueze is an AC Milan player right now. In the front line, they have Ante Rebic, Olivier Giroud, because they are selling Origi. So Ante Rebic, Olivier Giroud, Christian Pulisic, Rafael Leao, the boss man, Noah Okafor, and then Samuel Chukwueze. That is 6. They are covered. They have squad depth. They are covered. So AC Milan would look deadly next season. Napoli should look out for AC Milan. I think they will be a force to reckon with especially in the Serie A. Because I feel in the Champions League they won't do so much, but in the Serie A they will look deadly next season. So far away from AC Milan, let's move. Inter Milan are looking forward to negotiating, because after the sale of Andrew Onana to Manchester United. By the way, Andrew Onana is a Manchester United player. He will be wearing the number 24 shirted jersey. Manchester United new goalkeeper. Of course, Ten Hag wanted a ball playing goalkeeper, as he has been saying. He's a propounder, or he's a fan of total football. So if you are a keeper of Ten Hag, you should be able to use your legs very well. That is for Ten Hag. Coaches like Enrique, Ten Hag, especially Xavi, those coaches, you should be able to use your leg very well. And that is why I think Ten Hag is bringing Onana. So Onana is a Manchester United player for now. He has signed his contract. He has been unveiled. Theater of dreams. The United fans are making a whole lot of noise, but it's cool. Because yes, Onana is a great goalkeeper, top goalkeeper. I won't lie. Onana is a top goalkeeper, but don't the United fans shouldn't be happy so much. They should cool down, because we know Onana. We know his weakness. He's too overconfidence. I don't know whether it is a good English, too overconfidence. That is what my problem with Onana. But he's very good. That one, I can't lie. He's very, very good. So Onana is a Manchester United player. Since we are at Bayern Munich, as I said earlier, Onana has moved to Manchester United. Inter Milan are looking for it to replace Onana. So they need a goalkeeper, a top one search. And then they are chasing Jan Soma. So currently they are negotiating for Jan Soma. And then, as I said earlier, Jan Soma will not be a second goalkeeper, because he is too good to be a second goalkeeper for Bayern Munich. And that's why I think Jan Soma is trying to move away from Bayern Munich to Inter Milan. So this is an update on the goalkeeping situation of Bayern Munich. Florian Plettenberg, let's go. Manuel Neuer is making progress. The coaching team and the physios are satisfied, but he will definitely won't be ready for the Bundesliga opener on August 18th. Still no light for Soma. Nobel will leave the club via loan in the coming days. So this came from Florian Plettenberg, top journalist in Germany, that Manuel Neuer's injury, he is progressing well, but he won't be available on the opening day of the Bundesliga. But there is still no green light on Jan Soma. I think Inter Milan and Bayern Munich are negotiating. Initially, the quoted fee was around 6 million. I think Inter Milan should pay more. That 6 million is too cheap for Inter Milan. So I think Inter Milan should pay more. Probably 12 million to 13 million will be okay for Jan Soma. Of course, Jan Soma is old. So that is what we have on Bayern Munich for now. Quickly, let's move to Barcelona. And then, last week, Joao Felix came out, an interview with Fabrizio Romano, and then he said a whole lot that he wants to move to Barcelona. He doesn't feel happy at Atletico Madrid. A whole lot of noise. I think the boy is confused. I think the agency is not helping him in the first place. Mendes worried Joao Felix in the first place, because Joao Felix is a player. He's an attacking midfielder. He's a versatile player, of course. He can play as a 10, as a winger, and even as a false 9. So he's a versatile. In attacking space, he's versatile, very, very versatile. But his problem is that he is too lazy. Defensive ability, zero. Too lazy. And that is why he is not being able to cope with Diego Simeone, because if you are a player for Diego Simeone, an attacker for Diego Simeone, you will work. Let's believe you are going to work. So Joao Felix is having problems with Diego Simeone because he is too lazy. That is what I feel. So he said a whole lot of things via an interview with Fabrizio Romano. So we have an update on what is happening with Joao Felix move to FC Barcelona. So let's check out what Miguel has for us. Joao Felix operation is fading. Xavi sees it less clarity, both from a sporting and a fair play point of view. But what is the reason why Xavi doesn't want to bring in Joao Felix? There is a reason why. This is from Rogers, or this is from Roger Torello. Breaking: Barcelona's priority is Bernardo Silva and not Joao Felix. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why Xavi doesn't want to bring in Joao Felix, because I feel Joao Felix is too lazy. Honestly, he has to change his football or his style of play. if he really wants to, move, or if he really wants to become a top player, when, because Joao Felix has potential, he has talent. Don't get me wrong, he knows how to play football. But as a player, to become a top player, you need to work hard. If you are lazy, best believe no team is gonna come for you. That is a fact. Because even Vinicius Junior is Vinicius Junior works hard. You see all these young chaps, they work very, very hard. Even Ellen Haaland is a striker. Always they criticize him in, they call him tapping merchant, but Ellen Haaland works hard. Every player who is a potential works hard. So Joao Felix has to work hard. His defensive ability, he has to improve it. He has to psych his mind, because the money, or the amount of money Atletico Madrid are demanding for Joao Felix, I don't think anything are going to come for Joao Felix. And then that interview with Fabrizio Romano, so to speak, this it was a foolish interview, honestly, because if you are going to cry for a club to come and save you at Atletico Madrid, it is not Barcelona. Barcelona, they don't have much money that can finance your operation. So you don't have to, cry for Barcelona, or cry to Barcelona. Cry to one of the top teams in Europe, the Bayern Munich, the Man Cities, people that we know that they have money. Those are the teams you have to cry for, not Barcelona. Because Atletico Madrid are not going to accept just a mere money from Barcelona. Mind you, they are a rival to Barcelona. They are challenging for the title. So they are not going to give Joao Felix to Barcelona for just a cheap money. So Joao Felix fucked up. Honestly, he really, really fucked up. So we are still at Barcelona, and then this came from Dario Sports, takeover. The option of Fresneda is gaining strength, but Barcelona will not pay 20 million for him. So Valladolid are asking for 20 million for Ivan Fresneda. He's a very good player. I told you the last time, I don't know much about him, but I've done more research about Ivan Fresneda. He's a very, very, very good player. But Valladolid are asking for 20 million. I don't think Barcelona are going to get that 20 million, honestly. So they have to reduce their price, or they have to reduce their valuation for Ivan Fresneda. So that is and also still at Barcelona, something small about Bernardo Silva, and then this also came from Polo, Deco, and Almeni have let Mendes know that it is not priority. The Portuguese forward does not really stand out for his defensive work, as I said earlier on. Defensive work, the priority, and also that of President Laporta, is Bernardo Silva. So of course, Barcelona are not keen on the Joao Felix move, clearly because of his defensive abilities. Because Joao Felix, he is too lazy. He will play the ball. When you lose the ball, he won't go and attack unless you prompt him to go and attack. And then when we are playing football, that is not done. You don't need a coach to tell you that, yo, bro, you have lost the ball, so go and attack, or go attack the opposition for the ball. A coach cannot always do that. They can do that, but they cannot always do that. And that is why I think Barcelona are not moving for Joao Felix, aside their financial, problems and dilemma and all of that. So quickly from Barcelona, let's move to Manchester United. The takeover. You have a takeover news for the Manchester United fan. This is hilarious, because this is funny. But let's check out what the takeover news for Manchester United. They have been waiting for this news for a very, very long of time, because Sheikh Jassim, he sent £6 billion as a bid to go and buy Manchester United, or to buy Manchester United. The Glazer family, I don't know what they are doing. Initially, it came out that there is a green light, and then we realized that there is no green light. I don't know what the Glazers want. Probably they don't want to sell the club, or they want a share in the club. That is what I think, honestly. So we have a news. Avram and Joel Glazer would like to stay. However, the other siblings wants to sell their shares in the club. So the Glazers family, they are 6. But Avram and Joel Glazer would like to stay, but the other four siblings are ready to sell their shares. And then Avram and Joel are the frontliners of the Manchester United team. They are the people running it. So if they don't want to sell the club, let's believe it is going to be tough for Manchester United to be sold. We have more news about it. This is the hilarious part. Let's move to the hilarious part. A well-placed financial source familiar with the Glazer think they don't give an F about more fan backlash from such an indecisive over the sale. So this came from Samuel, a very credible reporter in terms of the Manchester United news. So Joel Glazer and Avram Glazer are saying that they don't give an F about the Manchester United fans, their backlash, their protests, the Glazers out. They don't give a fuck about it. So this is a bit of they are, I call it disrespect to the fans, because you have done your part for Manchester United. The fans have came to realize that you are not helping the club at all. So move on, sell the club. You have 6 billion on the table, £6 billion. Sell the club, go and invest in different business. You are an American. You have a lot of business that you can do with the 6 billion. For God's sake, you bought Manchester United in and around 900 and something million. Yes, around that valuation. Now you have 6 billion. Move on, places. But this is a banter though. Let me wear my Chelsea Spurs. As a Chelsea fan, I don't want the Glazers to sell the club. I want Manchester United to continue to suffer. As a Chelsea fan. But on a sporting point of view, honestly, they have to sell the club. But we are still at Manchester United, and then Alex Telles, the left back of Manchester United, who played alone in Sevilla, has now moved to Al Nassr as a player, and then it is official. This came from Fabrizio Romano. Alex Telles has traveled with the Al Nassr squad after completing his medical yesterday. The official announcement of his transfer will happen soon. So this came from Fabrizio Romano. Alex Telles has moved from Manchester United to Al Nassr. Manchester United, still at Manchester United, they are chasing a striker. We call him the low budget Ellen Haaland. Who is this guy? Rasmus Højlund. So this came from Fabrizio Romano. Understand Manchester United will send the opening official proposal to Atalanta for Rasmus Højlund soon. He continues by saying that Manchester United plan remains the same. Bid for Rasmus Højlund soon to avoid PSG hijack, as revealed yesterday. PSG are speaking to players camp. Manchester United agreed personal terms with Højlund and speaking to Atalanta. So this is the situation right now. I need to clarify the situation right now, because PSG are also looking for a striker. Apparently, Mbappe requested for a striker. I don't know what is happening to Mbappe. Maybe in the next video, we will talk about Mbappe. But, Manchester United has agreed a personal terms with Rasmus Højlund, and then they are camp. But they are now going to send a proposal, an official bid to Manchester United for Rasmus Højlund. Very, very good striker. He has the pace, the power, the energy. He plays his football more like a Ellen Haaland. He's a Danish, but he plays like Ellen Haaland, and that is why they call him the low budget Ellen Haaland. Yeah, he did well for Atalanta at the level of Atalanta last season. He did well, so I think Manchester United should be fast, because PSG, you cannot predict what they will do. Honestly, you cannot predict PSG. They operate in such a fast in terms of negotiation. They operate like a flash in negotiation. So you cannot predict PSG. So they should look sharp. Manchester United should look fast and sharp if they want Rasmus Højlund. So let's move to Fulham. Fulham has signed an Ajax defender. We are moving from Manchester United. We are at Ajax. Fulham, and this came from David Ornstein via the Athletic. Fulham reached agreement with Ajax for centre back Carben Bassi. Club to club deal now in place for fee in a region of 21 million plus sell-on clause, subject to proposal, terms being agreed. 23-year-old Nigerian international can undergo medical and complete the move. So Kevin Bassi is a center back. Naturally, he's a left back, but he played as a center back for Ajax last season, and then he's coming to Fulham. A great deal for Fulham. 21 million plus a sell on cross is a great deal for Fulham. Ajax, I don't know why Ajax are selling their players. Kevin Bassey is moving. This guy Edison Alvarez is look like he will move. If Mohamed Kudus, the Ghanaian boy, the boy from Ghana, he will be moving this summer. But we'll come to that when we get to Chelsea. So Kevin Bassey to Fulham is also on. And then we also have a news about Kamaldeen Sulemana, another Ghanaian fine winger. He's brilliant. He's a brilliant player. Kamaldeen is a brilliant player, but his moves has not been successful for him. Last season, he came from Rennes to Southampton during the January transfer window, and then Southampton is currently at relegation, so he has to move. So this is from Fabricio Romano. Kamaldeen Sulemana now attracting interest from Ligue 1 as both OGC Nice and Leo Metropole have asked for the condition of the deal. Discussion will take place in the next days. So he is, attracting interest from OGC Nice and Leo Metropole. So that is Kamaldeen Sulemana. I think Leo Metropole will be a better option for Kamaldeen Sulemana to go and play his football. Let's also move to Nottingham Forest. Ola Aina, who is a right back, he is a Nigerian. He has signed for Nottingham Forest. Official confirmed. Ola Aina signed 2-year deal plus 1 year option as new Nottingham Forest player. So Ola Aina is also a Nottingham Forest player. For now, he has signed a deal. He has been unveiled. Let's also move to Newcastle. There is a problem. This popular sound on TikTok and then on Snapchat. There is a problem. There is a very big problem. There is a problem at Newcastle. Currently, Premier League teams are furious about this particular deal. What is the deal? David Onstins has an update for us. David Onstins, let's go. A number of clubs will voice concern of Premier League on proposed St. Maximin's move to Al Ahly. They say Newcastle using PIF dual ownership to inflate fee and help FFP Plus wants the Premier League to explain market value process. Newcastle very confident with the valuation. So Alex and Maxima is currently, they are negotiating for. When I say they are negotiating, I am talking about Newcastle and Al Ahly. Mind you, the PIF fund owns this Al Ahly, Al Nassr, Al Hilal, and there's one club. They are four. Al Ahly, Al Nassr, Al Hilal, and one of them. I think one of them. They are four. The PIF owns those clubs. The PIF also owns Newcastle. Currently Newcastle are moving to the Champions League, and this is how it works. The reason why Newcastle are not buying big players is that currently they don't have in their books, they don't have a lot of money as a club generated money to go and chase big players. So they have to, try to, go in line with the FFP rule. And that is why they are trying to sell one or two players so that they will get money and then they will go in for big players. And then the Premier League clubs or a lot of Premier League clubs are, furious about this Alex St. Maximin's deal to Al Ahly because they feel that, Newcastle wants to ship Alex St. Maximin to Al Ahly just to help their financial fair play, position, and then market value. So this is why the Premier League clubs are furious about the Alex St. Maximin deal. My opinion, I think St. Maximin will move to Al Ahly in Saudi Arabia because Eddie Howe is not keen on using him as a player. So I think they will sell him and they will go in for another top winger in the summer. I'm talking about this summer, So let me know your comments. Let me know what you think about this transfer windows or this transfer news I have brought to you. This is Football Insight. Make sure you follow us on IG, football_insights. On Twitter, it is Footy Insights. And then on, TikTok, it is Football Insights 1 or Footy Insights 1 on Tres. the same thing, football underscore dot insights. So this is your transfer rundown video for you. Thank you so much for your time. This award is for the fans. Peace.